Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Today we have Chris MacLellan taking on Rob Linehan in a Week 18 matchup. I am your commentator for today, Matt Rich. The home bowler is Rob, and he has elected for Chris to go first on lane 19. Looking forward to this matchup here. Getting in a few games before our league tonight. Glad for everybody to join us. Appreciate it. Chris MacLellan up first. Lane 19. Off the pocket just a little bit. Drops 7. Missed the spare shot, but looking for a 10 cleanup. Chris MacLellan, fantastic bowler in his own right. He has some huge games this season, including a 177 and a 709 series. Starts off with an 8-box to start this match. Right on the pocket, drops 9, leaves everything, drops everything but the 10 pin. Piece of wood in front, not a great angle. Let's see what Chris does with this. Probably want to cap it, hit it high. Goes right at the pin, and he gets the ball to bounce off the wall to take it for the spare. Great shot. This is a Class A North matchup. Chris on the pocket here on the spare fill. Drops 7 for it. Has a split. Want to hit that 2-pin. Try to slide it across. Right idea, but just missed. So in our division here, in the Class A North, Class A South, I apologize. Chris MacLellan with a current record of 86 and 110, averaging 117. Rob Linehan right behind him with 78 wins, 132 losses, averaging 114.7. And MacLellan right on the head pin, but goes right through for the spread eagle. Chris just plucks the 10 pin there, not happy with that one. See if we can clean this up. Oh, grabs the 7 pin for a 6-box. So Chris, even with a spare in the second, he's at 40 after 4. Is that looking okay in the broadcast? Chris on the head pin. Oh, leaves a mess. Has some wood to play with, though. That's the 7, 9, 10. Let's see how Chris plays this. Might want to play that wood in front of the 9. That's what he's doing. Oh, takes out the 9, 10, leaves the 7. Great idea. So Chris in the 5th frame here. Just misses the 7 pin with a 9, so it's a 49.5 for Chris to start. Chris has been traveling the world, I know.
Starting now, right?
Yeah, now we're starting. Here's Rob Linehan, again averaging 114.7 in ACST. Just off the head pin to the left, leaves the 4 horsemen right. Road runner, they call him. Just misses the head pin off to the... Oh, but it still goes! Gets the backdoor action. He looks at... Rob looks just as surprised as we do. Rob starts out with a big spare. Here's the fill ball. Drop 7 on it. So 17 to start. I want to hit the headpin here, see if we can grab that and the 2 on the left. He hits it, but too light. Now he's going to go after the 4-7 with some wood in front. Anywhere on that piece of wood, you take them both. There they go. So that's a 10 box. So 27 after 2 for Rob Linehan. As we go here, we'll see if you guys have any questions for me. I'll have the video stream in front of me. Rob all over the headpin here, but leaves a split. A 4-7, 6-10. Rob hits the wood in front of the 4-7, tries to take them all, just missed. Leaves the 10. And he cleans it up for the 10. Rob all over it right now. So he's at 37 after 3. Up against Chris MacLellan's 34. Rob off to the right just a bit. Takes out 4. Rob on the headpin here. Just missed. Leaves the triangle on the left. He's going up against a 6 box for Chris in the 4, so he might be able to get a little lead here, or extend that lead. There's a 10 box, so he's at 47 after 4. At the moment, up by 7 pins in the game. Well, maybe a little backdoor action here too. No, just one more pin. Even though you missed the head pin on the first ball, you still have a good shot here for the spare. Just misses. Just leaves that 3 pin. Rob for the 10, misses it right, but nope. That's a 9 box, so a 56 half for Rob.
Hey Matt, Bob Lee here. One observation there. MacLellan left 10 pins on the deck. Rob 1. The difference is 9 pins. They both had a spare with 7 filled. That's the difference right now.
Perfect. Thank you, Bob. Always good for a nugget here and there. Now Chris MacLellan starting on lane 20. Was there a score change? What? Chris has 48 now?
Oh, yeah. No, it was in a 10, Rob 10, 10. It was 48 a second.
It was 49, wasn't it?
No, it was 48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so oh, what a bid by Chris. So at the half, we're at 48-56.
Correction, MacLellan had left 9 pins standing. That's why it's only
There we
8
go.
pin difference.
And there's a 10 box for Chris.
I'm just going back to life. I didn't kill him.
So we're looking at the half. At completed boxes, we have a 8-pin lead for Rob. Right through the middle again for Chris. It's a little too perfect there. Takes 2 out on the right. This would be a great out if you could at least get 3.
Yeah, because it's freaking sticking out of the wall. No, not.
Oh, it goes right through the middle. So that's the second spread eagle for Chris and the second 6 box. He's not going to be happy with that pinning, but there's plenty of time here. So with 3 boxes to go in this first game, Chris is looking to get a few marks in there. That's a good ball in the pocket. Still going. Will the 6-pin fall? It's wiggling. No. So with that wooden back, you might have a little helper here. He hits it. Oh, gave it a great shot, but couldn't send it over. And Chris with the 10 box. So Chris is at 74 after 8. So a couple boxes to go. He'll definitely want a couple marks to finish out here. He's hitting the head pin and hitting the pocket. These leaves have got to get better for him. Yeah, this isn't terrible considering.
That's my favorite.
All over it. Takes 2 out of the 4.
It's almost like you put his playing with 3. Just take some of that ball.
Rob saying he loves that leave. With his ball, I don't blame him. There's a nice 10 bucks. 82 after 9. Looking for a big finish here.
I gotta go be nice.
Chris just off the head pin, leaves the 4 horsemen right. Has some wood in the back in between the 6 and the 10. That might help. Sometimes when you hit that 4 horsemen right, you still leave the 10. Takes 2. All right, Chris hits the head pin for a 9 box. So that's going to be a 93 game. Not the way he wants to start, but it's still early. Now Rob Linehan with a 56 half. Starting out now on lane 20. Just off the head pin, drops 3. 4, sorry. So, incredible how you just miss the head pin and you only grab a few. Off the head pin again, takes another 3. Drops 7 so far. Just for pinning purposes here, we'll probably see him go after the 2 pins on the right, and he does. That's a 9 box. Rob at 65 after 6. Now Linehan with... Oh, that's a great ball in the pocket. Can it come back? Oh, the wood held it up. Drops 9 on the first ball. Spare opportunity here for Rob. Right at it. And there it goes. Nice spare. So a decent fill here, and he'll be cruising in this game, but I'm sure Rob will want to load up this game a bit more to get a lead on total. Off the head pin to the right just a bit. Takes down 4. Looking for more than that, but it'll do the job. He's at 79 after 7 against Chris's 64. Rob just misses the head pin again. Leaves 2 more. Takes the head pin, and that's all. A 9 box for Rob in the 8th. 88 to 74 completed boxes. It's a balk on Rob. Started and stopped. Well, it's a good thing he reset. That's a good ball in the pocket. Drops 9. 9 and a plank in front. It's a dream. Take a dozen of those. Nice spare by Rob there. Now, these guys have known each other a long time. You can hear each other hear them rooting for each other. Wow. Hits the head pin and drops that mess. Another 4 fill.
I thought I hit the pocket.
Should have hit the pocket better. Lots of wood on the deck, though. Let's see if it goes. Wow, it's right where he wanted it. So Rob's at 102 after 9. Here's the last ball. Oh, takes both. It's a nice 10 box for a 112. Or I'm sorry, I think it owes you a pin. That's a 112.
Should we have her do the camera? Should we have her do the camera for the last game or not? Well, you were off 1-2, weren't you? Lucas was off 1-2.
All right, so Rob will take that game 112 to 93. So that's a 27-pin lead for Rob. And 2 points earned for that.
Nardoni says, wake up, Chris.
I'll put this up front.
Where are you, Dexter?
Thanks, Bob. Chris, for his first ball in the second game, off the left a bit, dropped 6. Just misses to the right. Looking at our comments here on the video, Mike Nardone, how are you, buddy? Come on, Chris, wake up. Little rivalry with Rob, it sounds like. 9 box to start for Chris. Which Chris is this, says Nardone. Oh, a little grease on his ball. a little. A big glob of grease on Chris MacLellan's ball. Might need some paper towels for that one. Take that one out of the rotation for a little bit. Nice ball down the middle, drop 6. Another split though. Oh, right down the middle. Chris just a little bit off today. Yeah, settle things down a little bit. Reset. Danny, I'll tell Chris to stop stealing the grease. Oh, what a great ball there. Way to come back for a nice out. Nice 9. Willie Merrill, how are you, buddy? Chris with 18 after 2 here. On the pocket this time. Oh, the 10 pin's wiggling and won't fall. Great ball by Chris there. Double wood in front of the 10 pin. Right at it, and there it goes. Spare for Chris in the third. Chris, Danny said that's the freebie, but if you get any more grease from the lanes, he's going to charge you. The first one's free. Off to the left a bit, takes 1, just the 7 pin on a spare fill. Not exactly what he's looking for. See if he can come back from that. There's a ball right down the middle.
Yeah, from him pitched in 21, 22. Mechanics been down there the entire day.
All right, and an 8 box for Chris in the fourth. Again, gotta reset after that fill. One more mark here on the 5th will go a long way.
Yeah, I bet they're
Oh, again, so solid on the head pin right there. That's his 3rd spread eagle of the match already. See if Chris can focus here and get an out of this. Last 2 spread eagles, he had 6s out of them. There's one right down the middle, not what he's looking for. See if he can get at least 3 out of this. And that's a pretty good out considering.
6.
Yeah, it's better than a 6. So that's a 44.5 for Chris. So after the first game, he had Chris MacLellan with a 93, Rob Linehan with a 112, and Chris with a 44.5 in the second game. So if Rob can do anything like he did the last game, he'll have a bit of a comfortable lead. Rob's showing us the grease that's coming back on the balls right now. We had the mechanic back there earlier, so maybe just a little mechanic's grease up back there getting on the ball. And let's welcome Bobby Wanders in for a little cleanup.
Well, Matt, we're having a grease break.
Grease break.
Rob's cleaning up some of his own balls.
That's a nice way to phrase that.
Yeah. So obviously the difference so far is in pinning. There's something a little off. Chris MacLellan, one of the more reliable. I think he's among the leaders in tens in the A's, which is saying quite a lot. And
pinning is huge. I mean, that's if you're not marking, if you can still get those tens and pin well, maybe you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, probably a timing adjustment. From what I can't tell what it is right now. I'll try to pay closer attention. Here's Rob Linehan right back on the mark with a setback.
Tries to bounce something off the wall. Doesn't quite take the 5-pin.
Those are very obviously being executed, even with wood at less than 5%. The only ones that ever clear with wood are the ones where the wood is covering both the 4 and the 5.
I love how you know these stats and percentages off the top of your head.
It's my. That's why I'm a color man. That's why you're the announcer. No one wants to hear only that.
Rob with the 4 horsemen right.
36% on these for a pro bowler.
Love it. Rob on the head pin. A little too strong though.
Figure that's out of about a 70% rate for hitting your object. So about half the time you hit you hit that head pin, you'll take out all 4. It's my way of thinking about it.
It's a great 10 shot.
Yep.
So Rob's at 19 up against Chris's 18 in the second. So we're still early in this match, in this game. Still plenty of time. Rob all over the pocket. Leaves a nice mess.
That's not quite dead. I imagine it with his left to right ball, he's going to squeeze it low on that.
He's going to want to hit the 5-pin and the piece of wood and see what happens. Right there. Yeah, I think that's all you could hope for, really, out of that. Yeah, you're looking for a miracle.
I think all 3 of us saw that one the same way.
No, that's exactly where I expected you to hit it. See that one? I thought you were going to play the wood in front of the 10 and slide it over.
I would have thought. Right. So Chris's spare with a 1 fill is now the difference against that. It's a 2-pin lead.
Rob all over the head pin here. Leaves another split though.
Ouch.
He was saying earlier how much he loves this check mark. Let's see if he loves it. Let's see if he loves it with the 10 pin.
Just needs a big splash.
Oh, maybe. Gave it a shot.
Everything but the object.
Right, exactly.
See, you hit that was a setback plus the 10. Think about that.
So Rob with 36 after 4, behind by 1 pin to Chris's 37. Off the head pin just a bit. We got the triangle left in the back. We got the head pin. We got the 3 pin and the 10 pin.
And up against Chris's spread eagle 7. So.
All right on the head pin.
Wow.
Gave it a great shot. Takes everything but the 7 pin.
He's got a 1 pin lead, 2 if he can make this. Usually rides the rail on these. Pretty straight. Yep.
And he got it.
Amazing. I mean, for a guy with a left to right ball who throws with 6 steps, he makes those 7 pins with aplomb.
So that's that's a 46.5 for Rob Linehan. He's got a 2-pin lead in this game, in the second game against Chris MacLellan. And that's a match lead of 40 pins at this point.
All right.
We're still early, a game and a half in.
We saw Stevie Reno sneak in there on lane 20, if you were looking on the right, and cleaned up the grease.
Thanks, Steve.
Mechanic has been around all day, and made his fixes, but didn't clean up all of his grease.
Danny Finn says, "Don't kill our mechanic." All right, no, we're not blaming him. It's just something that happens. Now, Chris on lane 20 drops 6 on the first ball, looking for the spare. Right on the head pin, takes everything but one.
It takes a lot of bodies and minds to make a bowling alley run, and
Absolutely,
especially when we start getting into tournament time.
That's a nice 10 for Chris. Chris is sitting at 54 after 6. On the head pin again here. Nice pocket hit. Drops 8. He's got the 9 and 10 with a piece of wood. I don't think that piece of wood is covering the 9.
No, he has to cap it and hope for that turn sideways. Nope. Oh,
just tickled it and sent the wood in front. Set up okay for the 10 though.
And he takes it. Nice 10. Chris MacLellan now at 64 through 7, 6 under. Rob Linehan finished the first half 4 under. Chris has the lone spare here in the second string. He's on the head pin. Wow. Leaves that end.
He is getting a lot of garbage off the pocket. That might have been a little light, but man, still would have expected more. Especially the way these guys throw the ball. They get some good leaves most of the time. Especially when they're on the pocket.
Yeah, Chris's ball measured at 29.5 miles an hour. Rob's has been in the 27 zone.
Oh, it takes the triangle, can't carry the 5. Great bid. Oh, and just the wood doesn't take the 5. All right. It's just going to be that kind of day.
2 10s and a 9 on the backside for Chris, who started the first half with a 44. He has the lone spare with a 1 fill.
Chris just off to the left a bit. He's at 73 after 8. Right in the pocket there.
Oh, no.
Oh, great bid. Thought for a second that piece of wood was going to roll over and take them both out.
I thought it was too. Right in front.
That's an 8 box for Chris. 81 after 9. Mike Nardone saying the guy he bowled on Sunday was way more accurate.
Yeah, Chris also has a 707 this season. Let's not forget.
Yeah. This is
Chris. He had a 177 game in there.
Yep, 177, 709, right?
709. That's
yeah.
Oh boy,
that's his 4th spread eagle of the match, and we're not even through 2 games.
Yeah, he's just four splits, including 2 eagles in this string. Okay,
that's a great out. That's an 8 out of the spread eagle.
Shaking his head. That's an 89.
89 game for Chris. No. So with 89 second game, 93 first game. Not the Chris MacLellan we're used to seeing so far, but again, still early. Now Rob on lane 20 with a 46 half at this point. Great ball in the pocket, drops 8.
Well, Rob playing side to side. Chris has more of a straight ball.
Rob all over it for the spare.
There's on those head pitch shots, he's starting the ball down near the 4-7 pocket, bringing it all the way across.
A road runner. Spare fill just misses the head pin. 4 horsemen left with the 9 pin in back.
That really puts him in command though now. He'd have to throw a bunch of 7s to tie right now.
Rob just off the head pin. That's the only one standing up.
Yeah.
Rob has he can cruise in this game, but He really should be looking to pile more onto total at this point.
In case Chris throws another 170.
Yeah.
He's getting that stare. He's getting that death stare. I think it's going to come. Might just be mad at me.
Oh, wow. Rob hits the right side of the pocket and leaves that.
Now, here's the debate. Which would you rather have, the pocket 4 or the spread eagle 4?
Well, I think anything's easier to hit than the spread eagle.
Yeah, that's right. This one will splash across, but it's not so easy. Yeah, you just hit the hay bale on the left. It has a chance of spraying on both sides.
That's a decent out of that, but 7 boxes, not what you're looking for. So Rob is a 78 after 8 against Chris's 73. So Rob's still with a good lead in this game.
He can still win with a pair of 12s.
Yeah.
Pair of 6s, sorry.
Yeah. So
pair of 12s is a big one. You're disgusted with the 2 fills, but you know.
7 dropped in the first ball. Gives it a shot. What a spare.
Let's go 12.
Something to root for.
You say go 12, man. It's a different meaning. Baker's dozen. How about the Baker's dozen?
On the head pin. Oh, there's a bomb. That went down fast.
Now he's going 11. Let's see if he makes another one. He'll go 12.
Only thing slowing Rob down now is the pin resetter. On the head pin again. Oh, he was looking for that double. He got cocky.
Yeah. So he'll only face 11 racks this time. No 12.
Oh, plucks 1. Cherries it. That's a 116 game for Rob. Big finish at the end.
5 splits for Rob. And was it?
Danny always says that Captain Clutch the last few boxes.
Captain Clutch the last few boxes. All right, so we got what was those scores here? We got 89 for Chris. We have 116 for Rob. So Rob after 2 is at 340. And Chris is at 270. No, that doesn't seem right. Hang on. Let me fix my math here. There we go. Chris is at 182.
Is that right? Yep.
And Rob at 228 after 2. So Rob wins that game by 19. He's got a match lead of 46. So Rob feeling comfortable at the moment, but again, after only 2 games, anything can happen.
So there were 4 splits for Chris, but also 5 for Rob in that 116 game. So I always say, watch out for the guy with a lot of splits. Watch out for the guy with a lot of 10s. Watch out for Rob. Chris is about to go deep, and so will Rob.
Yeah, that was a great first ball by Chris here. Oh, just missed. That was a good setup for a spare, but just misses that 4 pin. And there it is for the 10. Rob Linehan singing along to the music. He's feeling comfortable. MacLellan on the head pin again.
Oh boy.
He saw visions of a spread eagle again.
Well,
Fortunately, dropped a couple more.
Anything that leaves the 2-3 is a
Yeah.
It's the shoulders of an eagle. I don't know. He popped an elbow and a couple elbows and a wing, but that was a spread eagle.
That's a 9 box for Chris. So after 2, he's at 19. MacLellan being down 46 after the first two games really wants to get something going here. And that's a great first ball in the third box.
Okay. Now this is one that requires a little bit of thinking. Straight back and that 7's hard to get. He needs to get something back on it. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. I spoke that into existence, as Greg would say, but no, it's not. It's just, it happens way too frequently.
Yeah, you have to play that in between the two pins, like the wood isn't even there.
Right.
It's a nice 10, though.
I don't think you can collapse from the right side either, because it's leaning right.
With the angle of that wood, it's really difficult.
So what you said, I think, is just close your mind, pretend the wood's not there.
Right in the pocket for Chris. Takes out the 5. Just leaves the 10. So there we go. Nice 9 drop with a plank for Chris MacLellan. And he's all over it. There we go.
I almost tore up when Wakefield's kid throw the first pitch. I almost did.
Great spare for Chris in the 4th. Let's see if this will get some momentum going.
Just left one pin on the plate so far, too. Let's see if we can get a good fill to go on top of it. Yep.
Drops 7. Good ball there. Leaves the triangle right. Another spare opportunity. He knew he missed it as soon as he threw it. Turned around.
That was the second time on a triangle for Chris. He missed the object both times.
Gets it on the 3rd try, though. Paul Grant, if you're watching, is that a Paul Grant special?
Nah, he only counts if they miss. Sarah Wright's been donating $1 to Candlepin for Cancer for each one of those this year. Paul Grant specials.
Hey, any help we can get to raise some money.
Raise tens of thousands of dollars for families facing cancer.
All still moving for Rob.
The 4 and the
Drops
5
9.
fell late, and that was a big break.
Chris MacLellan had a 56 half in the 3rd game here. Rob Linehan starts out the 3rd game with that spare.
2 for 3 on the 9 drops.
Rob fills that spare with a 7. Off the head pin to the left, but still drops 7. Micah, thanks for joining. I know this broadcast probably, I don't have all the bells and whistles that you do with your rig, but we're having fun with it. Always impressed by the work that Micah does.
Okay.
And that's a 9 box in the 2nd frame for Rob. So he's at 26 after 2 up against Chris MacLellan's 19.
So if you're counting Paul Grant specials, how do you count that one? He missed the 3rd. Didn't make, it wasn't even an opportunity. The real question...
Oh, he just plucks the 3 pin.
The real question is your rate any better when you face a spare, a 9 drop for the first time, the second time,
I'll leave that up to
or after you've missed it, or when it just shows up. I don't see any reason why it would.
I don't know if I can answer that without combing through all the data and analyzing those statistics.
Well, I tried to do it in a study on a Wednesday night league, and that was a 4 for Rob, by the way. So he's at 30 after 3. Now head to head has a 1-pin lead, but he's facing a spare 7 coming up.
Rob back on the pocket.
When I tried to do
Nice
that
split,
study on a Wednesday night, though, the stronger bowlers were the ones that got most of the 9 drops. They made their spares more often, and the weaker bowlers were more likely to leave 9 for their 3rd shot. So
nice shot there.
You have to be careful
Just missed.
about how you design an experiment like that. Same bowler, same situation, and you have to get really large numbers before you believe them.
Rob rides the rail, takes out the 7 for a 10 box. So he's at 40 after 4 up against Chris MacLellan's 46. So down by 6 going into the 5th frame in this game. 4 box really hurt. On the pocket again, drop 6.
Like the way that wood landed in the back, though. It's covering, I think the 7 and the 8 are covered.
Yep, that'll help. Right on the object. There it goes. Nice spare in the 5th. So
Took
Rob,
care of the 7 back there.
yeah, absolutely. Called it. So Rob at 50 and a ball.
6 fill, and they'll be tied. MacLellan open in the 5th. Now working with his first ball in the 6th box. We're at the half here, right? Through
Yes.
2.5 strings.
I see Chris commenting on his own feed. Hashtag truth. Great shot, great bid. And that's a 9 box for Chris. Micah, I see your note about me joining the ACST next season. You know, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I just can't seem to find the time. Too many other obligations. I did it the first season when it started back up, and I enjoyed it. But the part that I didn't enjoy was, you know, missing out on my kids' things when I, you know, had the opportunities. But Chris with the 1, 3, 7, and 10 left standing. Oh, and he almost cleans it up. Takes everything but the 7. So Chris now at 74 after 7. This third game's a little tight. MacLellan all over the head pin here. But again, another split. Just been snake bitten.
That's two this game, and we saw 5 in the last.
We've seen this go, though. Hit that 2 pin, send it over to the 6. And he does! What a spare by Chris.
That was a Jim Dandy.
What a shot. A shot like that deserves a good fill. On the pocket again.
Yeah.
Drops 8. So, great fill. Another spare opportunity here. Chris on the 410, and he hits it. That's 2 spares in a row. And MacLellan for his spare fill in the 9th. On the pocket again. Oh, punches through.
He's 17 over, though. About a 1% chance of converting this one, but he's going to fight for an 8 or a 9.
All right. Takes out the 3 on the left.
Good.
Not bad. Gets out of this with a 10. He'll be very happy.
He's going to force Rob to make, I believe, yeah,
It's an 8 box to finish.
Now he can get away with 2 great fills. So Rob is filling now. He could throw a.
There's the Chris MacLellan we all know. 115 game in the 3rd.
He needs 66 pins, including this fill. Linehan does.
This fill ball on the head pin, but drops 6.
This one sets up really nicely for his ball.
Oh, there it goes. Wood helped. What a shot. That's 2 spares in a row for Rob Linehan.
That was the ball doing the work, not the pin.
Fill ball just off to the right drops 4.
Okay,
So
he's at 10 over. Yeah, he'll still need another mark.
So
And a decent
he's,
fill.
he's at 70 through completed frames through the 6th. Up against Chris's 65, but Chris finished with a couple marks in the end. Rob looking to get a 10 out of this one. Plucks the head pin. 9 box, so 79 in the 7th. Up against Chris's 74.
Needs 37 in his next 3 boxes.
It's really one big mark. All right, so we got 1, 3, 6, 7. Rob really wanted that in the 1-3 pocket, but
we saw 2 3-and-1s in a row go.
Yep.
You can often you can go a couple matches before you see those go even more than once.
And Rob just misses the head pin off to the right for an 8 box.
He can still get away with it with a 19, but he needs 29 pins, right? 28 pins. To tie, 29 to win.
Oh, right through the middle. He knows how Chris feels now. Rob looking to work this out, and it goes! What a shot! Wow.
With the Talon.
What a spare by Rob Linehan.
That's the first recorded spread eagle with a Talon on our network since Sunday night. Cal Hetty, actually.
Spare ball. Still going. That's a 6. 6 fill.
Okay,
So that was a huge spot.
Oh no, he did. Now he needs to make this.
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
MacLellan's game. Yep. And
Oh.
we'll do it.
Just misses. Leaves the 7 pin. Chris, do you want to change that? Yeah. Okay. And a 9 box to finish. So, yeah, Linehan really, he had to hit that in order to take the game.
That'll be a 112, right?
Yep, that's a 112 finish against Chris's 115. I know, just missed. So Chris MacLellan takes the 3rd game by 3 pins. So let's see what we got here. Make sure my math is right. 115 to 112.
330 to 290.
So Chris MacLellan after 3 games, 297. Rob Linehan with 340. And that's a 43 pin match lead for Rob Linehan. Lead. 43 pin lead. So Chris MacLellan starting. Yeah, 43 pin lead. Off the head pin, but takes everything down but the head pin. Just misses. So MacLellan looking for the head pin here. And he misses both on the 2nd and the 3rd ball. It's a 9 box to start for Chris. Chris looking to get it started here in the 4th. Let's see. Just off to the right. Drops 7. We got the 1, 2, 10. Some wood in front of the 10 here. That could definitely help. So you hit that head pin, send it over towards the 10.
Let's see.
There it goes.
Nice call, Maddie.
I've heard that before. Good things happen when you hit the head pin, says Chris.
What do you know?
More good things than bad things.
It's a pillow ball like me and leave the freaking thing.
He doesn't say that after hitting the spread eagle, though.
Yeah, no. But only 6% of head pins are spread eagles. Usually.
So that's a 6 fill on the spare. Oh, gives it a shot here. Can he slide it over? No.
10 pin was doing a break dance there. Tried to slip over.
10 box for Chris. So he's at 35 after 3. me, or is this match flying along? We're already on the fourth game. MacLellan buries it for a strike. Finally, he says. Those went down fast.
That was really my first. That was like my first one.
Yeah.
I don't know which was faster. Yeah, Rob's or Chris's.
I turned around and put you down. I was like, what the?
8 pins in the pit, 2 hanging out right around the 2-4 pocket.
Chris in the fifth frame here, looking to sit on another mark before Rob takes over here. Just off to the right, still going. All right. First ball takes out 5. Set up okay.
I think so, yeah. The head pin takes... The hardest one back there is the 8 pin. If it goes.
Hit that 1-2 pocket. Oh, there. He hit it perfectly, but the 7 pin doesn't go. That's a 9 fill on the strike for Chris. And a 9 box in the fifth. So that's a 61 half.
That was a 9.
Oh, yeah. It owes you
a
pin,
62
Chris.
half then.
Yep. 62 half, sorry. Now, Linehan.
They have automatic scoring now in many of our houses, including Leda Lanes with a new system, but you've got to watch them like a hawk. Those pins go away. That almost happened here just a second ago.
Oh, yeah. Get it?
Many a time while I've been scoring these matches, the 2 competing bowlers have not noticed that their official score was wrong. Yep. Good
Oh,
play.
Linehan with a great shot. Doesn't go, though. 5 pin still stands.
On the hay bale.
Nardone asking if Chris took a point yet. Yes, he won the third game, 115 to 112. I assume Nardone's asking because it helps him in the standings, but
Yeah,
I don't have
Nardone
that.
and MacLellan are tight.
Rob just off the pocket, or it does take the head pin. Same leave. Yeah, so we're looking at the standings here now. Let's see.
MacLellan's in second place in his division. Linehan will take a 9 in the second. He's at 19, chasing Chris MacLellan 62 through 5.
So Mike Nardone, you're at 83 wins, and MacLellan has 86, so you're right behind him. So I see why you're rooting for Rob.
Right, and the right now the 4 wild card slots were are the other bowlers.
Yep.
And I know Chris was in ninth or 10th place coming in. Chris was in 9th or 10th place coming in. Second, 9th, yeah.
No, 10th.
10th,
I'm behind
okay.
Parkinson.
Okay,
So I'm second for wild card standings.
but there's a bit of space between Parkinson and the number 8 bowler.
Oh, what a shot. Almost takes it.
I don't even know. I'm trying to.
So we are coming close to the end of the season here, so every point matters.
Yeah, so Sean Taylor, Jeremy Seaholm, Billy Shiner, and
Great ball down the
Charlie,
middle for Rob.
Charlie Collins
Drops 8.
are in the driver's seat for the playoffs right now, and that's why MacLellan at 86 wins has to catch
It's a
up
spare for Rob.
to Collins, who's at 114, and past Parkinson in the process.
Yeah, not many matches left. I'm looking at the standings here. 3, 4, 5 matches. That's it. Oh, and Rob with the spare fill puts it right through the middle. Drops 5.
Wow.
You're the hard one of these.
Tries to send it over. Will the wood take more? No. But it sets up nice for the 10.
Ish. Left use the wall now.
Oh, just missed. Great shot. It's a 9 box for Rob.
And an 11
It owes you a pin there, Rob. So he's at 52 at the half. We Against Chris is 62. So Chris has a 10 pin lead at the half in the fourth game.
Rob's still with a 33 pin lead in total pins at the moment.
Chris MacLellan with his first ball on lane 20. Misses left, drops 6. Gives it a bid. Oh, that wood went right through the center of those 2 pins. This would be a tough one to clean up, too. You have to hit the half wister.
Nope. Find that one goes.
Yeah.
I find that one goes about as often straight back as it does off a wall.
MacLellan at 71 after 6. Right on the head pin here. Oh, it takes the 7 and the 10. They fall simultaneously, just leaving the 4. With a little guide dog on the right. And he uses it.
The guide dog did it. He hit it on the right side of the face to send it over. I think if he hit it right in the face, it would have poked right back. It was fortuitous.
I think that's the only way it goes, Chris. Spare fill just off to the right a bit.
Nice.
Still going though. Drops 7.
Average spare fill is 6.5, so that's a gainer.
Oh, hits the outside and it goes. What a shot. Again, the ball doing the work. That's 2 spares in a row in the 7th and 8th frames. Chris at 98 and a ball in the 8th here. In the pocket again. And it's a 7. All right, so we're looking at, what's that, the 2, 4, 10 with some wood behind there. I don't know if that wood's in play here. You might just have to send that 2 pin over to the 10.
It'll go.
Oh, the wood. Yep. The wood helped take out the 10. Unfortunately, the 4 pin doesn't go.
Yeah.
There it goes for the 10. So Chris MacLellan at 1:15 in the 9th ties his last game with a box still to go.
What's that bum saying?
Tenth frame. Off the headpin to the right, leaves the 4 horsemen left. Chris MacLellan looking to get back in this match. Gonna run this down here and it goes. What a spare in the 10th. Chris MacLellan at 125 and 1 more ball. Gonna chip away at this match total. He was down 43 going into this game. All right through again, drops 5.
Not bad. 130.
130, not bad.
But he came in trailing 43 though, so Rob still got some slack, but a lot less. If he throws another 48, he'll only be 13 up.
Right
now. So he needs to throw some A ball here.
Rob working on a 52 half in the 4th game here. Not the ball he was looking to start with, but takes 3. See if he can work this one out here. Gives it a bid, but still leaves 2. Looking to get out of here with a 9 box. And he takes out the 8 pin, leaving the 10 for a 9. So that's a 61 half behind Chris MacLellan by 10 with finished boxes in the 4th. 71-61 in the 6th. Going up against in the 7th, a spare for Chris MacLellan. Rob with a great first ball leaves the 2 and the 7.
Baby split?
Mini split. Hits the 2 and takes the 7. There it goes. What a shot. So both bowlers with a spare in the 7th. Chris filled his with a 7. Rob looking to at least match that.
Yeah, and those ones, the thin one usually works, but they're just a handful, like, especially when you got a ball with a lot of movement like Rob does.
On the head pin here, drops 8.
Phil is 8. A handful of those where you can slip it between them with a thin ball like that. I was worried that was going to happen.
Rob looking for 2 spares in a row, and he got it.
Okay.
So just like Chris MacLellan in the 7th and 8th, Rob Linehan has 2 spares in a row. Chris also had a spare in the 10th, so Rob still has a bit of work to do. There's a nice ball in the pocket, and he leaves the 7-10.
Okay. Well, good news is he's 17 over. Bad news is he has to make this, or else he's in double strength territory.
Yep. See if anything comes off the wall here. Yep. Yeah, difficult shot, but. There you go. There you go. Nice 10.
All right, needs 23.
107 after 9 up against Chris's 115. Yep. Gonna need a strike here. Roadrunner on the head pin. Wow.
Okay.
I bet he thought that was gonna be good.
4 points apiece now.
No,
and
I
ACST
wouldn't be surprised if this goes, if he hits it on the left side of the 5 pin. I missed it. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. That was
Gave it a shot.
those are all big pins, though. Good rally there. Keeps that lead significant.
It's a nice 10 box. 117 game up against Chris's 130. So 2 good games for these guys.
So 30 pins still.
Chris pulls.
Yep. So 457 to 427.
117.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so let's do that math. 130 to 117. So Rob Linehan still with a 30-pin match lead. MacLellan takes that one by 13. But Chris MacLellan has won the last 2 games. So Rob Linehan won the first 2. MacLellan has won the last 2. So it all comes down to this 5th game. MacLellan off to the left a bit, takes out 3 in the first ball.
Good news broke during this match. Justin Waters has clinched his division championship. And
there they go. What a shot by Chris.
Slowly developing.
Chris, you want to fix it on the scoreboard? Congratulations, Justin Waters, for clinching his division in A South. MacLellan spare fill. And he takes out 6. Another spare opportunity here, though. On the head pin. Oh my goodness, it didn't go. How did that stay up? And caps the wood in front. 9 box for Chris. So Chris is at 25 after 2. Again, down in the match by 30 pins. Looking to chip away here some more. Needs a big game. Here we go. 4 horsemen left with the 10 pin. On the head pin, a little full. Leaves 2. Chris looking to get out of here with at least a 9, and he does. It's going to be a 34 after 3. I'm sure MacLellan would love a couple marks to sit down on.
He'll need it if he wants
There's
to
a nice
go.
ball. The 10 pin stays up. There's some nice wood in front, though. Moving around a little bit. You're going to want to clip that wood and take out the 5 pin. Maybe just push it all back. Oh!
Oh my.
Doesn't go. That's the one pin you were worried about, though. This is no gimme either. With the wood, the way the wood that angles. Yeah, there it goes. Nice 10.
See, weirdly, it wasn't the safest place to hit it, but it was the most sure way to take it, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you hit it dead on, if it would have gone. Nice ball in the pocket. Drops 9.
It looks like there's room to miss between the face.
Yeah, he just decides to hit it in the face. Nice spare in the 5th for Chris.
All right, so he's 54, four over plus a ball. Really would love to, like to throw 10 on that. He's going to need to get himself up to around 130 and hope that Rob Linehan has an off game to win the total. But still, right now, if Chris could win by 29 or less, he'd still be getting 6 hits.
Oh, what a bomb to start by Rob. Hey, when they throw them, they go quick.
His second strike?
Yes. Both bowlers with a mark in the first frame in the 5th.
Too full on the head pin.
No wood either. That's more like it.
That's one of those balls where you think it's going to be good. Then, nope. Drops 8 for the fill.
There's a phenomenon that happens. I've talked to a few bowlers about it on those spread eagles, where you pound the 1 into the 5,
Takes out the 7 pin.
and the head pin bounces back and hits the incoming ball, and then everything explodes. So you hit what you think is a spread eagle, and it turns into a great 9-dropper on a strike. You know what I'm talking about?
Pocket shot. Yeah, one of those splash balls. Yeah. Rob takes out 7 on the first ball here.
I haven't seen it on slow-mo, but that's just what I think is happening.
Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with the rotation of the ball. If you're throwing a flat ball, you're going right through. Oh, what a shot!
Bob Linehan, what a display.
I was going to say, that set up nice for his ball. With that, well, yeah. Well, the piece of wood was angled perfectly for you. All you had to do was hit the 3 pin. Fill ball off to the right. Takes out 3. Not what he's looking for, but he's at 39 after 3 completed boxes up against Chris's 34. Excuse me. Oh, just missed right.
This one feels like a spare fill. Still looking at 7 pins. He's got to get a bunch. No?
Hits the head pin, but it's only a 6 box. So he's at 45 after 4 up against Chris's 44, but Chris has a spare in the 5th. Rob with a nice ball, drops 7. The 2-4-7 with a piece of wood in between the 2 and the 4. Just has to hit that 2 pin, and it goes. So both bowlers with a spare in the 5th.
Rob with 3 marks, Chris with 2, but Rob only has a 1-pin lead.
That's what those 3 fills will do to you.
I guess so, yeah. That and the tough 6.
MacLellan for his spare fill. That was one of those balls, full on the head pin, but still splashed.
Yeah. Okay.
Had some nice rotation
I
to
need
it.
a 4K camera and.
Oh, look at this! What a shot by Chris! That's
There you go.
2 spares in a row.
Well, the ball did the work on that one. The ball hit the wood and then sent the wood across.
Right off the side.
Yep. So spare in the 6th for Chris. Here's the fill ball on the head pin and takes out 6. He would have liked it if that wood stuck around.
This is the one that Rob made with the wood back there that helped him convert it a couple screens ago.
Gives it a shot. Oh, leaves the 7. Chris looking for a 10 out of this. He's at 77 after 6 completed. Oh, wait a second. Give it a second. I don't know if it's going to have enough steam.
Still moving faster than a pin that you hit directly on your first ball at Norwood. That's how fast they move after you hit them hard.
So it's a 9 box for Chris. 86 after 7.
It's great to bowl on a clean plate.
All right, off the head pin to the right just a bit, leaving the 1, 2, 7, 10.
Play it full and hope it goes either way.
Yeah, you want to hit it between the 1 and 2, spread them out, ideally. But Chris just takes out the 2.
All right, high-low jack.
Oh, what a bid!
Oh!
Nice 9 box. So Chris with a 95 after 8. I'm getting the feeling this is going to be a tight game. Off to the left just a bit. They are together. Have some wood to help out. So if you hit that 1-3 pocket, this will go.
50, better than 50% chance, I'd say.
Yeah, I missed the head pin.
Yep. All right, 1-7. He's 15 over, wants to keep it high like that.
Takes out the 10 pin, leaves the head pin. And we got a 9 box. So 10th frame, last box to go for Chris. He's at 104 after 9. He's going to want to put something big on this 10th frame just to hold Rob off a little bit. Missed it left. 4 horsemen right with the, what's that, the 8 pin in back?
There's a big, this is a Caleri. And that wood back there should only help if you
just missed the head pin. Everything else goes but the head pin.
All right, so 114. Linehan will need. He's at 55.
There you go. There's that head pin for a 114. Yep. So after a couple of tough games to start out, Chris finds his ball. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th game we had 114.
Yeah.
114 this game. We had 130 last game, 115 before that. So
I guess I'm about 12% on object.
12% on object pins if you had to guess. It sounds like you're not guessing.
He's a little better than that.
Rob Linehan on his spare fill in the 5th, drops 7. So he's at 62 after 5, so he has a 1-pin lead through completed frames in this game. Looking for the triangle here, misses just left.
Okay, Linehan needs a 53 half now. It'll be open in the 6th with an 8.
So that was going up against a spare for Chris in the 6th.
Basically,
He really just needs 1 mark.
yeah, 45 in the 4 boxes.
On the head pin here. Oh, look at this. They're still going.
That's
Just leaves the 5 pin with a roadblock in front. There's a piece of wood to the left of the 5 pin too.
and it's a T-bone. Yeah, T-bone's.
There it goes. I wasn't sure how that would work out. I was a little concerned.
I was light, it's got airball all over it.
Yeah.
If I hammered it back, it should have went.
So nice spare on the 7th for Rob. Needs a good fill here, and he'll be in cruise control position.
Hey.
So that's a 6.
He still needs the pin.
Yeah.
He still needs really good pinning. Or a mark. That helps in the pinning department.
And Rob with the 10.
That's good. Now he can do it. There's 19 in the last two, right?
My math isn't that
Yeah.
quick. That's a good ball in the
Oh,
pocket.
that helps an awful lot. The wood.
That piece of wood. Oh, it gets in the gutter. All right, you want that to be out of the way. Clear lane right at the 10.
If he takes it, it's for the game.
And he's got it.
It is all
That'll do it.
The fat lady ain't singing, but she's warming up in the back.
So that's 106 and a ball in the ninth. Here's the spare fill. And still going. Up the ladder, and there they go. That's a strike in the 10th. Strike on spare.
His third.
He started this game with a strike. He's going to end the game with a strike.
And he'll have a 10-4 victory over Chris MacLellan.
Can it be two? There they go.
Oh, he's going
Double
to go
strike.
12. He's going to go 12.
I say you use the grease ball now.
They're all one balls.
Now, Bob, you might know. Is there any sort of triple strike prize in ACST?
Not in the ACST.
Oh, great bid. Great bid by Rob. What a finish for a 144 game. Finishes spare, double strike,
And that
8.
does it. That puts him at 601.
601.
Yep.
144 to finish. Yep, finishes with a 601. Chris MacLellan finishes with a 541. That's a 60-pin win for Rob Linehan.
Buddy.
Yeah, so he takes 10 points. Chris MacLellan with 4. All right. What a match. I want to thank everybody for watching. Nardone, you're welcome. Thank you, Bob Lee, for joining us. I appreciate everybody here. We're going to wrap things up here from Millith at Ryan's Family Amusement, and we'll get ready for our league night right after this. Have a good one, everybody. See you on the lanes.